All praises to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Makar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elected nation of Israel. This is going to be a video on how a lot of Israelites are experts. A lot of these two-third jakes, I mean, man, I don't mean people that believe that they're Israelites and try and follow after what the Bible says. I'm on about these people that are Israelites according to what we believe, but they don't believe that they are, and they think that they're something else, man. Right? A lot of them are experts when it comes to things in the world, right? But when it comes to things to do with the scriptures, they don't have any knowledge of any of it, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 4 and verse 22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge, right? And the reason that made me come up with this topic, man, is that I was watching some videos on the internet, right? And it was a guy that does stuff to do with fitness, right? And then I seen that they got some next channel. So I started watching the other channel, and then I realized that this guy, I'm not even gonna say who their name is, but more than likely brothers would know what I'm talking about if I was to say the name of this person anyway, right? It's some fitness guy, right? That does like he does some stuff to do with it don't even matter, man. It don't even matter, right? But he was expert when it came into techniques that he was trying to come up with on how to get women and all of these things, right? And he's brought that shit down into a science, man. And I was watching some of the videos and I was thinking, hang on. So they're trying to tell me that this guy has spent hours on end working out which facial hair works best for him to get women, right? Working out which body fat percentage works best for him, working out which dating app pictures work best for him, working out what one-liners to send women on dating apps works best for him, right? Working out which clothes to wear works best for him, working out which body parts are the best to build up in order to get women, right? But then if this guy was to get asked any questions about the scriptures, he more than likely wouldn't know nothing, man. Right? And I realized from that that's why a lot of Israelites are gonna die, man. Because they've broke down the worldly things into categories, man. They understand certain things in a worldly sense. But when it comes to Yahweh, they haven't spent even 10% of that time trying to read the scriptures, man. And they'll have the nerve to say they don't have the time to do that. And that's the reason why I'm not even mentioning this person's name, because a lot of people have did that ain't even made it in the world. They've did the same thing, man. They'll say, "Oh, I'll do a 9 to 5 all day," and you think I got time to read the scriptures? Well, what about 5 to 9? What are you doing then? What are you doing in 5 to 9? Because you're not working then, are you? You're not working then. You people have time on the weekend to throw down beers, throw down Carlsbergs, Jaeger bombs, rosé, Ciroc. You'll have the technique to throw down that tequila shots and all of that. Desperados, you know, Di Serrano and Coke. You'll have the techniques to throw down all of that on the weekend down your throat, but you can't spend 10% of that time trying to read the scriptures. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man. Right? And there's a lot of Israelites out there that have did that. Right? There's a lot. And even it's weird that they do that, because a lot of their celebrities that they follow always end up talking about the scriptures, man. A lot of the celebrities that these people idolize, they always end up talking about the scriptures in some way, shape, or form, man. Jeremiah chapter 9, verse 23 does say, "If Yahweh, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches." So don't get gassed up because you got any of those three things, man. Don't get gassed up because you're wise. You know how to break it down when it comes to how to get birds and all of that, how to get women, how to get the honeys, right? Don't get gassed up because you've got some traps growing. because the war that's coming ain't about traps. The time that's coming ain't about traps. And a lot of these people that have got all that traps and all that bodybuilders physiques anyway, they ain't even no fighters, because fighters don't look like that. When you watch what most of the fighters look like, right, when they're clothed and they haven't got their tops off and they're ready to fight in the rings, unless they're heavyweights, the majority of the time you can't even tell that some of these guys train. To be honest with you, some of them don't even look like they train. Some of them don't even look like they train. Their physiques don't look impressive until they're ready in the ring. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith Yahweh. Right? But a lot of these people in the world, they can't glory in that, because they don't know nothing about that, man. They'll be able to, if you was to send them a message, right, and ask them, oh, how could I get another man's wife? There's this woman that I work with at work, and I think she's feeling me, but she's got a boyfriend, right? They'd be able to tell you, some of these people would be able to tell you the perfect technique to get that man's wife, which is wickedness. But if you ask them, where in the Bible does it say that God hates? Because I don't believe that. I believe that God loves everybody. They wouldn't be able to tell you where it says that. They'd say, yeah, it does say that he loves everybody. And anyone that says anything else is a liar. That's the kind of way how these people would think, man. Or they'd try and use the Bible to talk about the Bible when it comes down to trying to back up what they believe. You know, which isn't a bad thing if you're trying to use the Bible to back up what you believe, but they'd only use it to try and strengthen their worldly belief system. They wouldn't use it because they think, okay, this is what I'm supposed to follow. They'd use it because they're trying to back up what they want to push out in the world. So they might love money. So then they'll pull out a scripture where it says, well, it says in the Bible that if you don't provide for your family, then you're worse than an unbeliever. So I've got to get the bag. But in their chasing of that bag, they're forgetting the Lord entirely anyway. So you can't listen to what these people say a lot of the time, man. These people are experts in worldly things, but when it comes to the Lord, they don't know nothing, man. These people know exactly what body hair, facial hair, beards to have and all of that. Oh, I know the best beard to have. I've studied what the best beard. I've studied what the best. They'll take professional photos, man. They'll hire a photographer, go outside in public to a park, and have pictures taken to put it on dating apps, man. They'll do that, right? But they won't find some private time to read the scriptures, though. They won't do that. They'll just say, oh, God knows my heart. 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world, right? And doing all of that kind of stuff, figuring out all these techniques to give the right sacrifice for the world, right? Of course you're going to win if you're giving the right sacrifice for the world, but then you're enemy of the Lord, though. Then you've made yourself an enemy of Yahweh, because you've put all your time in to being able to get these women, right? Or whatever else it is, man. Whatever, that's just one example, man. That's just one example, because that's a thing that all men in particular can understand, because it's a thing that all men really would desire to have women, right? But some people in this world have put in real hardcore time into getting women, man. They've really sat down and studied it like it's a you know, they've studied it like it's an actual college course or something like that, man, and broke it down. And then they make money from it, from all the people that learn from them and all of this. But when it comes to the scriptures, they ain't got no understanding of none of that. Verse 17, for all that is in, for the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of Yahweh abideth forever. So all the stuff that these people think about right now, that's gonna be gone, man. And I've seen a lot of brothers keep mentioning that movie, Leave the World Behind. And I watched that movie, man. And that was a good movie. And what it basically showed is that America, it's inevitable that that place is gonna fall, man. Now, some of the some of the things that they showed in that movie, yeah, that is gonna happen, right? But it's gonna be worse than that though, because Yahweh Shai is coming to personally destroy that place. Yahweh's got a personal vendetta against Babylon the Great. So it's not just gonna be that they have a civil war and it breaks down like that. No, that whole place has been marked for destruction, man. When you read Isaiah 34, you find out about how that place is destined to get destroyed, man. Yahweh's making a sacrifice in that place. Anyone that don't make it out of that place in the time when Yahweh brings his wrath, that don't get beamed up into the church, that place, they're part of the sacrifice, man. Verse 18, little children, it is the last time, and as ye have heard, that Antichrist shall come. Even now there are many Antichrists. Even now there are many anti-Hamashiachs, man. Whereby we know that it is the last time. There's many people that are against the scriptures. They put all their time into studying things of the world, right? There might be another person out there that they're just in-depth studying about being a plumber. There might be another person that they're just in-depth studying bodybuilding, you know? They're just like, man, what's the ratio that my calves need to be compared to my hamstrings? Man, what's the ratio of my chest muscles to my bicep? They'll study all of that. There'll be another person that might just study metal. Or what's the best metal to make a radiator be inside of a house? But they ain't got no techniques and no understanding anything to do with the Lord, man. There'll be another person that they're studying fabrics, or what's the best fabric to make for if I'm trying to make women's dresses, or what's the best and most durable fabric that I can make socks from that's cheap so that I can make the most money for this sock company that I'm trying to start off. There's people that have put a whole bunch of time into things of the world, man. But if it comes to you asking them anything about the scriptures, they'll be stumped, man. And that's why every single time one of these people try and come up against a Hebrew Israelite and bring their worldly doctrines to the Lord's understanding of things, right? They always end up looking stupid, man, and they always want to say, no, I don't want to hear what the book says. I want to hear your thoughts, because the book contains the thoughts of many men that Yahweh inspired to put those thoughts into the book. So therefore, it's people trying to come up against what the Lord said. And the book contains many prophecies that Yahweh put into men's minds to write into the scriptures. So when a man tries to go about his way to come up against that, he can't, because he's kind of come up against what the Lord thinks, ultimately. And the scriptures say the foolishness of God is wiser than men. And the weakness of God, the weakness of Yahweh, is stronger than men. So even in the thing that people think that Yahweh is weak in that, well, he's still stronger than you, though. What was it that in that movie, man, in that Planet of the Apes movie, when Caesar and Colbert met again at the top of that building, and then Colbert said to Caesar, he said, Caesar's weak, right? And then Caesar just looked him dead in his eyes and said, Colbert's weaker, right? And he lost his mind at that, and they started fighting, man. Which, that's a good movie, by the way, I think, anyway. And they're making a new one, actually. They're actually making a new one of those movies where Esau's in captivity, man. They got him in captivity just like they had in the old one back in the day. The one with the guy when he's seen not the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty burnt down. The Charlton Heston, I think his name is, isn't it? But anyway, these people don't have no understanding on things to do with the Lord, man, and they always end up getting confounded when they try and come up against the scriptures, man, because they're experts in the world, experts. They'll know how to break down things into the world if you ask some of these worldly people, man. You know? But when it comes to things of righteousness, they don't have no understanding, you Israelites, man. You 2/3 ones, man. And it don't matter that you're handsome neither, or that you're beautiful as a woman, or that you're attractive, that don't make you any less that don't make you more exempt from the wrath to come because you think you're attractive. So all you women out there that you can get any man you want, and all you men out there that you can get most of the women that you want, that don't make you exempt from the judgment that you're going to receive. You're still going to get jacked up when it comes down, because Yahweh don't care about how attractive you are, because who do you think made you attractive? Was it not Yahweh that made you attractive in the first place? 1 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 7, for who maketh thee to differ from another? So if you're different from another man, well, who made you be different then? Okay, you've got a bit more of a different look than what other people have got as a woman. Okay, well, who made you be like that then? Who made you be like that? Now, some of you probably might say, well, it weren't the Lord because I got myself a BBL. Well, who made Esau come up with the idea in his mind to even take the BBL and do all of that? Who gave you the body fat that you took to put in the BBL? Even still, it was the Lord, man. And the Lord ain't with that. The Lord ain't with no woman trying to change their body against what he said. You're trying to say that the Lord didn't know what he was talking about then when he made you like that and was too lazy to go to the gym. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? So anything that we got, we received it anyway, man. If you know the Lord, you receive that. If you've got money in your pockets, you receive that. You might say, oh, I went out and worked it. You received it, man. Yahweh made you get that. Now, if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hadst not received it? If it was a gift that was given to you, how are you going to get proud? How are you going to get proud and make out like you earned it when it was gifted to you? You didn't have to work for that. It was yours anyway. Just like how when any Israelite gets the crowns and gets crowned from the Lord Yahweh Shai, they're really not going to be able to be too proud because they're going to know that it was gifted to them anyway. They're not going to be able to say, see, I knew, man, when I bought that Bible and I went and bought them highlighters and I was sitting up 12 hours in a row just learning the scriptures and watching videos. I knew that I was going to be a man of the Lord then. I knew that this was made for me to be that. It's all the hard work I put in, man. All work is what? All work is who? They ain't going to be able to say that because they're going to get shown, as it says in the scriptures, they're going to get shown all the wickedness that they've did. And I'm going to end the video there, man. Shalom.